The Ford C MAX, it proves that being sensible can still be fun. Essentially, it's a have your cake and eat it car, and if you follow me, I'll show you why. Let's start off with the sensible. The car's tall roofline means headroom is pretty good, even for adults, and knee room, that's decent too. All cars come with sun blinds and picnic tables. As for the boot, it's nice and big, and the square shape means it's really usable too. And if you notice down here, the lip is quite small, which means you're not going to struggle hoiking things out. There's plenty of practicality here in the front too. Got a good sized glove box. There's a couple of compartments here in the roof. I think that one's for your sunglasses. The door bends are a decent size. We've got a couple of cup holders there, and it's quite a large central cubby here. Now, all C MAXes are well equipped. We've got USB interface with iPod connectivity, and the stereo also has digital radio. You can actually operate lots of the car's controls using voice commands, and as for getting comfy, well, there's lots of adjustment in the steering wheel and the driver's seat. So that's the sensible bit dealt with. Now for the fun. Really, a people carrier has no right to be this much fun. I mean, the C MAX handles as well as a normal hatchback. In fact, forget that, it handles better than a lot of hatchbacks. Really, if you're the kind of person who enjoys driving, you don't have to make any compromise with this car. Thankfully, while the C MAX goes around corners really, really well, the suspension, it doesn't feel overly firm. I mean, it deals with bumps and potholes very, very well. And that means that when you just want to plod along, this is quite a relaxing car. If I have one complaint, it's the fact that while it's normally very quiet, at motorway speeds, you get this annoying whistle off the side of the door here, and it's right in your ear. Actually, I've got some other things I want to have a moan about. These windscreen pillars are very fat and they create a bit of a blind spot, and the rear screen is quite small, and overall visibility isn't as good as in, say, a Citroen C4 Picasso. I find the seats a little bit on the firm side, and these buttons here on the stereo, they're a little bit small and fiddly. Finally, I don't think the C MAX's rear seats are quite as clever as those of some of its rivals. For starters, you can't slide them forwards or backwards, and the backs don't recline either. Now, of course, you can fold them down and tumble them forwards, but if you want to carry large objects, you'll obviously want to take them out. Now, I'd show you how to do that now, but it's such a faff and I'd end up getting really, really cross. And anyway, once you've removed them, you're not left with a totally flat load bay, because there's this big step here, and that is quite annoying. But really, these are all only minor niggles, because while some other MPVs may be ever so slightly more sensible, none are anywhere near as much fun.